Hello. Found a website. You know the drill. You're on Instagram. You're scrolling, and you see a random ad for something, and you don't know why you're targeted for it, but it was given to you. And I wouldn't have clicked on it if it wasn't for the fact that I make these videos, but I did, and here we are. But I thought it was a pretty interesting case study in how to enter into a really, really competitive niche. In this case, shoes, and kind of make it work for you. Um, so it's nothing new. That's the brand. They make shoes, and yeah, here they are. Like the shoes themselves are nothing special. So the brand name works for them. I don't know. Personally, I'm just gonna throw out here right up front. I probably wouldn't like pull the trigger on these shoes for myself. Um, I know that these dudes are going for, just simple sneakers that have clean lines and just, they that's what I mean. I almost can't even come up with anything to say to them because it's not self-deprecating, but it's just like, listen, guys, they're shoes, you know? They're a brand of shoe that literally says they're just nothing special. They're nothing new. They're just shoes that look nice. We're going to take a little bit of a look into their website here. Um, and I think the the homepage is just overall solid. I mean, I have no problem with it. It just looks like a good, solid fashion website, um, for to sell shoes. You've got some good categories up here at the top: shop men, shop women. I mean, it shows off the product. You know what you're getting into. In the news, I mean, this is all really good. Establish authority right away. They've got. Hang on. Okay, that's actually really cool. So you click on the logo of the company, and it zips to what that brand said about them. That's awesome. I really like that. That's now elevated this homepage for me to, like a little bit above average. That's really, really good. I like that. You should do that too. Hard part is like getting people to say stuff about you, but so they're simple shoes. They're trying to clean up the environment because there's plastic in the ocean, and they want to be sustainable. So, a little bit of an Everlane vibe there. And let's see, do they have like stuff to go and read about? No, but they might have another page somewhere else. Statistics. Is this it? It is. Look at these guys putting their stuff for all of us to look at. Well, I mean, that's good. That's good. Anyway, nothing new shoes. Let's go ahead and I feel like I've already rambled long enough. Let's look at the collection page. All right, so this is pretty good. I like these little advertisement blocks on collection pages. I have no problem with that. I think they're actually a good way to show off other categories or key products on the collection page that you want to draw special attention to. Because the problem with collection pages in general is that they're just so kind of lame. It just it's depressing to look at collection pages, honestly. I mean, look at this. Look how depressing it is. It's just a bunch of stuff. But then you throw in little splashes, and these just repeat. I didn't look at what type of shop this was. It's probably Shopify. A lot of references to Shopify in here. So yeah, this is a Shopify shop. Um, so yeah, I don't know what theme this is, but it's pretty. It's very simple, black on white. Product actually, it's like dark gray on white. It's hard to find true black these days. True 0000000. Collection page has I guess it technically has the title. Is this the? They all say men's kicks, but then they've got the name below them, so that's actually kind of confusing. But overall, this is a good collection page. You've got adequate imagery. It shows what's contained within. Let's see if those are variants. We got to look at the PDP anyway. So these are variations. These aren't variants. So each one of these takes you to a brand new page. You guys know that I like Shopify. I prefer it to other types of e-commerce software these days. So I know this is a more like modern theme, just because not many Shopify themes support variations yet. They're still in the variant world, which both are good, and you can definitely nest them and combine them into one really really solid listing, which is something that I've done. But the advantage of a variation for a page like this is because your PDP has meta fields that change dynamically, and because each of these pages is unique, you can change what's in those meta fields based on what's in the product listing on the back end. Let me know if you want me to like do a meta field tutorial or something someday. I was thinking about doing that anyway. So these images down here, they're dynamic. They change based on the variation, but all these variations are nested within this same parent, not parent listing, but they're assigned on the product template, basically, or on the product listing, and then the meta fields are assigned on the template. I don't, like I said, if you want a tutorial, just hit me up. But anyway, as you can see, all these things change based on what's selected up here, and you can easily see why that would be a nice thing. That would be like a big advantage to have on your product display page. So whenever somebody lands on this page after searching minimalistic shoes on Google, they'll find this, and it'll be unique. You can have the images, they can be dynamic. Let's see. This text here can be dynamic. I don't know if it is on this particular PDP. It seems like it might not be. They might just have more generic universal text for this, but the images are really what's more important anyway. All in all, yeah, good stuff. We can add to cart. I didn't select a size. A more clear like error would be good, but they probably don't have any control over that. They'd have to like contact their theme developers to fix that. But yeah, that just meant that I didn't have like a variant ID selected, and so it was throwing a really ugly error. But all this is pretty standard stuff. I gotta say, their checkout page could use a little TLC. With checkout extensibility now rolling out with Shopify stuff, I mean, there's no, you could have even like an upsell over here, or if you don't want to go that route, you can have some more social proof over here. You can have some trust badges over here. And you could have always done that, but with checkout extensibility, it's pretty much free using like Shopify's checkout blocks app. It gives you a lot of flexibility to do that stuff, and it's like literally free of charge. And I mean, this is also very minimal. I don't think they're using anything in the way of like upsell software. Maybe that's a conscious choice because they're just like, yo, we're selling simple shoes, and we're not trying to get more money out of you than we think. We're trying to go against the upsell grain. Now that said, and I don't know what their Q4 plans are, moving here into BFCM time, but nothing wrong with some upsells, nothing wrong with, add a second pair of shoes for 20% off or 15% off, whatever. because people are going to be buying more than one thing, and they're going to be buying gifts and stuff like that. So, and they actually might appreciate that's good marketing. That's not what's the word? That's not like you're trying to capitalize on them. You're not trying to uh, squeeze more money out of them than they have. It's not like predatory. I think that's the word I've been looking for this whole time. It's not predatory. It's actually kind of like helpful, to somebody that might appreciate the offer. Um, Me as an online shopper myself, and working in the industry, I try to use marketing powers for good instead of for evil. And any of you who are doing the same thing, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Where this can be a really evil industry, so you want to use your powers for good to the best of your ability by pushing good products and in a non-predatory way. And these guys, it seems like they've got good, I don't know anything about the products. I'm not here to critique the shoe. I'm just going to say this though, if I'm buying a shoe that for its simplicity and only its simplicity, and that's like part of the branding, I don't want it to say nothing new all over it. Like, just give me a shoe with no branding, because it's like tongue, back, underneath. It says the brand name 3 times on a shoe. I don't think that's necessary. And for me, that would make me not buy these shoes. But again, I'm not here to critique the product, and I'm sure they seem like they're pretty solid product here, and their marketing generally is good. I think their website is good at selling people shoes. I'll put it that way. Good at selling people shoes and good at giving you a quick, simple rundown into what you're all about. Now, since you do have a statistics page down here and carbon neutrality page down here and a values page down here, and you've got this up here, you can link this to those pages for people who are just really curious. I guess maybe you don't, because you don't want to bounce them immediately off your main landing page. So I get that. Maybe it would be worth a split test just to see if it ultimately leads to more sales. Might be a stretch, but maybe more like email list signups or something. Yeah, it would be one of those results, mostly inconclusive split tests, but still, because when I saw this, I was like, well, how do I know that? Like, what are you actually doing? And I had to go out and actually look for more stuff. And I'm willing to bet, about 90 to 95% of your website traffic doesn't make it down to this part of the page. All right. I think that about sums us up. I'm going to remove my XOXO kicks and head out. I need to get better at editing videos. All right, man. You guys be good and let me know what you want me to cover next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.